You know, it's almost completely impossible for me to make a video without being sidetracked. Hey guys, it's Alan again, and today we'll be talking about musical theatre. More specifically, this musical theatre camp that I was at. The last video I made, I referenced it, I think. I don't rewatch my videos, so like, I don't really know. But yes, that is what we're going to be talking about today. I keep changing accents every time I make the intro. It's okay, we'll get through this together. So I maybe told a white lie whenever I first made my intro video and I said that I couldn't sing because I kind of can't sing. I just didn't have the confidence back then because I was like, I can't sing, I'm gonna stop. But ever since then I've been getting singing lessons in musical theatre, and that's really boosted my confidence, and I'm like, why? How did this happen? I don't really know, but okay, let's go with it. For anyone who does not know what a musical theatre is, it is the combination of choreography, acting, singing, and accents. Essentially. So it's basically Les Mis, the one with the witches, Wicked, and Hamilton, triggered. So ever since September I started my grade 6. Grade 6, I had never done grades before. Basically, grading system, there's grade 1, which is like the lowest grade. Well, there's initial before that, but grade 1, which is like sort of the lowest, and grade 8, which is the highest, and then after grade 8 you can do diplomas. But anyways, I'm doing grade 6, which is pretty high up, which I'm sort of like, help me. Regardless, you know, we're gonna go with it. It's gonna be fine, it's gonna be great. So, this musical theatre camp was run by the organisation called Cinemagic, and they are fabulous. There's many shadows because I'm using like 4.4 key lighting, 4.4 point high key lighting. There we go. Essentially, the camp ran over 3 weekends and consists of 7 days. So the first week there was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. The second week there was Friday and Sunday, and then the last week there was Friday and Saturday. It was so amazing. On the first day I was late, however, because I had to audition for Ulster Youth Choir at school with the fabulous Dominic Peckham, who is fabulous. I also got a place in Ulster Youth Training Choir. So excited for summer now. 1 week residential. Okay, moving on. So the first day was pretty daunting because, I mean, I was late. And there was like 30 other people that I did not know. And I live in Belfast. I don't live in Belfast. I live in Coleraine. And this was taking place in Belfast, and it's an hour-and-a-half drive / train. So I didn't know anyone. I'm never in Belfast either. So yeah. I didn't know anyone. But eventually, the first day I made like one friend, which is this guy called Luca, and he is so awesome. He is the fabulous being that gave me this flower holly crown, which honestly it was the last one, and I was like, TY Luca, you're awesome. The first day at this musical theatre camp was more establishing a baseline, you know. We learned quite a lot about different cultures, cultural differences, the difference between sort of how Protestants and Catholics, sort of how their beliefs are different, as well as the opposition that might occur between them two. And it's quite a big conflict in Northern Ireland, if you don't know. It's interesting. Overall, I would say that I have made amazing friends. Like, I suppose we're all really good friends within the musical theatre group. 31 of us are really good friends. We all just get along really well together, and it's just really nice to have like an atmosphere you can go to literally anyone, and they're all fabulous. But people I really did make friends with were Luca, Josh, Kriza, and Sophie, the amazing people that they are. Josh has a YouTube channel, by the way, just saying, nothing, haha, what? So after the second day, we really just took what we learned on the second day and implemented that into our show. So it was all about implementing cultural differences and conflict in Northern Ireland into the show. And the main purpose of the show was to show an audience of older people, of the older generation, or young people, that this stuff still happens in Northern Ireland to this day, and it's ridiculous. The show itself consisted of drama skits and choreography. The drama skits were aimed to show an accurate representation of what still happens to this day in Belfast or Northern Ireland. And so we had drama skits ranging from an argument between two people about what flag to put up, a relationship between a Protestant and Catholic and how it's frowned upon and socially unacceptable, and two opposing groups of people, groups of enemies, groups of people, throwing stones at each other, because that still happens to this day, and it's honestly terrifying. Essentially, we were making a satire out of Northern Ireland's conflicts. The whole purpose was to show the younger and older generation, you know, this still happens, and it was really to break through the ignorance and arrogance, I suppose, of people who do think that this is acceptable, that it is unacceptable for a Protestant and Catholic to go out in a relationship. That it's still a big, massive thing that people fight over flags. It's a piece of material, oh my days, and it's quite aggravating, especially as a member of the younger generation, seeing this still happen, and it's giving a bad reputation to Northern Ireland. Honestly, from a religious point of view, I don't even see where religion comes into the opposition between Protestant and Catholic. I mean, it's loyalist and unionist, really. Like, where does religion come into this? I don't see, as a young person, where it comes into this. It's a generalization, and it's quite scary to think that I just don't notice it anymore because I'm so desensitized to Northern Ireland and its ways. Like, the conflict has been going on for years on end, and I'm not saying we should forget the past by any means. We should cherish the past, like, cherish the ones we've lost. I'm not naive. I know that we can't just click and it'll be fine, there'll be everlasting peace and happiness in Northern Ireland, no conflict. There'll just be a resolution that appears out of nowhere and it'll be all great and perfect and eternal happiness. I'm not naive. That won't happen. That won't happen. But we certainly won't achieve anything near that if we don't start to try and find a resolution, because we're just stuck in the past. Cherish the past. Learn from the past, but we can't just keep using the past as a scapegoat for our hatred. Honestly, I'ma just leave the topic here. Like, honestly, as a younger person in this generation, I want to be someone who inspires this generation to be more optimistic about the future and positive, and, you know, learn from our mistakes. Our mistakes. The country's mistakes. Not Catholic mistake or Protestant mistake, or it's all of our mistakes. You can't just pin the blame on someone else. It's not that simple. We need to learn from the mistake. Yeah, that was it. That was the whole, like, point of the musical theatre camp, which had a way deeper meaning than I actually thought. I actually only just realised the deep meaning until now. It's pretty deep, but wowie. Okay, wow. So yes, this holy crown was given to me by Luca. It was the last one in stock, so she got it for me. Told you this. These were given to me by Josh, the little cute little being he is. Sophie weaved this and was like, does anyone want this? And I was like, yes, give it to me, I need it. And Carissa, well, Carissa didn't get me anything, so I hate her at the moment. I'm joking. Love you, Carissa. Bye. So guys, that was my musical theatre camp experience. We have one more performance in March, on the 4th of March, in some place in Lisbon, but I don't really know where that is. But I'm so excited to see my people again. I love them all so much. I love all 30 of you guys. If you're watching this, I love you all. But yes, that is the end of my video. Hopefully you've learned something from this. If not, it's the really deep part of this video that you probably learned something of. Ooh, that was deep! But anyways, regardless, I'm just gonna say goodbye, because this is such a long video. I always say this is such a long video. So guys, thank you. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Thank you eternally, and goodbye.